Hi viewers, welcome to Blood Test. This is Dr. Lalita Sandal and we have been helping you out in establishing your own center. We have got a lot of queries regarding how to start the diagnostic center. From which point am I supposed to start analyzing how to establish this diagnostic center? We as consultants, as blood test consultancy, we are ready to help you out. And if you want to do your homework on your own and you want to establish your own diagnostic centers, this video is going to be helpful for you. The first one would be regarding the type of diagnostic center, the type of services you want to give for your customers. The type 1 is the laboratory services, in which you do only the blood and urine investigations. The second thing would be the allied diagnostics like the TMT, the ECG and the X-ray. And the third would be complete imaging services. The type 1 of laboratory can be given as a separate diagnostic center, or you can also have the imaging as a separate center. When you want to give the type 2, where you have the X-ray, the ECG and the TMT, it has to either be in combination with the type 3 or the type 1. So these are the services which you can plan for your diagnostic center, and after you know what you're going to give to your customers, after planning that in detail, you have to go to the next important step, that is the amount of investment you're going to do for all these. So this investment plays an important role, and you have to have a clear idea how much exactly would this type of services, investing in such type of machines would cost, and you have a clear investment plan so that you don't go out of your budget, which is really going to burn your pocket. So this is the most important second step, that is having a financial investment plan according to the type of diagnostic center you're going to set up, according to your vision and according to the target customers. The third important point you have to note down is choosing the right place. Suppose you have a lot of doctor customers and you are going to get a lot of samples from the B to B, then you can set up your diagnostic center anywhere near to their hub, that is the doctor's hub. You can set up your center. If your target customers is going to be the direct public, if you want a lot of people walking into your center has to be in a very prime location where it is visible to a lot of people. So selecting the place would be your third step. Now comes the fourth step, that is the space requirement. This fourth step is directly proportional to the first step, that is the type of services you're going to give. If you're going to have only the laboratory services and the type of machines, the type of test you want to do, you would have decided. According to that, you have to have your space requirement. Going to go in for a imaging center, then the space requirement is different according to the AERB norms. So this step is directly proportional or directly dependent upon the type of services or the type of diagnostic center you're going to establish. This is the space requirement step. Next comes the licenses. Again, this is different for each type of diagnostic center. When you're going to go only for a laboratory where you're going to do only the blood test and the urine test, the type of licenses is different. And when you're going to incorporate imaging services, even normal X-ray you're going to incorporate, you need the AERB certification. Then comes the ultrasound, in which the PNTT certificate is mandatory. Like that, when you're going to incorporate such type of diagnostic services, you need to know clearly what are the licenses which you need to enable or get for your center according to your state and your government norms. Now comes the most important step, that is the fifth or the sixth important step, that is the ordering the machine. Usually you have to, once you know what type of services you're going to give, you need to know what are the service providers, who are the service providers, what are the machine companies available, and what are the combinations of machines they have, so that you can procure in combinations in these machines and you can give the best diagnostic services from your laboratory. So selecting the machine, the right machine at the right price plays an important role, and this is that step. And this again, once you have paid the advance, it usually takes around 4 to 6 weeks for the machine to get delivered. So in this interim period of around 4 to 6 weeks, you have a lot of works to be done. You have to select, or you have to recruit the staff who is going to run your center, and then you have to plan the rate card, and you have to, the other basic things, the civil work needs to be done. So all these things has to be done done once the mission advance is given. Now I would like to recap upon the most important 6 points of establishing a diagnostic center. So the first one would be the type of center you want to establish. The second would be you need to know what is your investment plan, and you have to stick on to that investment plan, keeping in mind the type of center you're going to establish. And the third point is choosing the place, and the fourth point is the area requirement for establishing your center. The fifth point comes the licensing, and the sixth point, choosing the right mission at the right price and the right services you're going to give through your establishment. I hope I've given you a gist upon how you have to do your homework and start establishing your own diagnostic center. Through our blood test consultancy, we are also guiding you to establish your own diagnostic center. This is Dr. Lalita Sendal, Director of Lam for Healthcare and Blood Test Consultancy. If you want our guidance, you can contact us at pathlabstartup@gmail.com. You can also WhatsApp us at 99400027564. If you like my videos, kindly share my videos, like my videos, and also subscribe my channel to know more regarding the diagnostic business. This is Dr. Lalita Sendal signing off. Bye-bye.